Best way to slow down traffic.
Oh, I don't know.
Strippers on the hard shoulder.
Wear something dark, get an hairdryer and go and point it at cars.
Put your foot on the brake and slow down.
It's so simple, but it's right. That was brilliant.
Best way to slow down traffic is just let old people drive. Because it's as if they're permanently looking for a parking space, isn't it? And she's always got a belt hanging out the door. And it is my ambition to get my front wheels on that belt and have her out, you know.
The best way to slow down traffic, according to the survey, is flashing signs, specifically the ones that say, slow down. Best way to avoid talking to someone on a plane.
As soon as the flight starts, ask them if they have a personal relationship with Jesus.
Or what I always do is play an imaginary trombone. Or just put a blanket over your head and go.
Just look them in the eye and say, shut the fuck up.
If you start reading, they leave you alone, usually.
That's the right answer.
Yeah.
Yes, the best way to avoid talking to someone on a plane is reading. I think something light is normally best, maybe an Al-Qaeda pamphlet. Best way to sell your house.
Oh. Is it buying The Developer's Bible by Sarah Beeny for $18.99 from all good bookshops?
I think the best way is don't mention the massacre. Let them find out over time from the neighbours. You're living at 32.
Is it put it on the market? Is it have an adjustable sales plan? Remember, a reactive plan is an effective plan.
And you've got to get the number one answer, or I'm afraid Channel 4 are taking away your contract.
Extend it.
That's the right answer. Best way to be happy.
Eat a banana sideways.
Is it to get your own theme tune? So you're just walking down the street and somebody plays it behind in the background.
It's more of a theme noise.
My granddad used to say, I'm as happy as a dog with a tin dick. Mind you, if he saw a girl he liked, he used to say, I know what she wants, 2 cakes and a bun.
Is it repeatedly shocking yourself in the head with quite powerful electric current?
You do seem very chirpy.
Is it getting to the toilet just on time? Blokes leave it too long, don't they? Because you're trying to find something to read. You're walking like Douglas Beardy, your colon's going to rip, but you can't find anything to read. Oh, Bella, thank you, God. One with twins separated at birth, found each other 65 years later, wearing the same cardigan.
I think I may have to tell you this one. The best way to be happy is having a genetic propensity towards happiness. Best way to become famous.
Is it sleeping with Simon Cowell?
Is that how you did it?
No, that's something.
Do you think he has his pyjamas up to about there?
Run faster than anybody else in the world.
I'm going to give you that. It's actually to be a professional sportsman. Yes, the best way to become famous is to become a professional sportsman. Just ask the UK's number 3 cyclist, Derek Chalmers. Best way to make a woman feel beautiful.
Lying. Lying through your teeth.
I would say tell her, that's the best way.
Very good answer, tell her.
Tell her.
I think you said towel her.
She's just finished a round in the box, you just towel her. Go on, go out there, you're beautiful, go out there. Beautiful, go out there.
Is it sneaking up to her window at night and trying to get her attention by gently tapping it, and then when she looks at you going, you're beautiful?
I'll give you a clue, there is a Glaswegian variety.
Glasgow kiss. Is it just kiss? A kiss?
Head butter.
Kiss is exactly right, yeah. Best way to break up with someone.
You're amazing, but I'm turned off by that.
I remember an ex-girlfriend of mine that I broke up with. She was moaning because she says some shops, there's a conspiracy. And she said to me at one point, she went, why am I a size 10 in that shop, but I'm a size 12 in that shop? I said, well, because there's a McDonald's in the middle, wasn't there? Do you know?
And you broke up because of that?
And we broke up over the Big Mac. Not over it, like, give it me, you fat bitch.
You probably get a pretty clean slate just from, like, a well-faked death.
What would happen if you bumped into them again?
I didn't think about it that far, Jason.
Well, yeah.
She just told you she was dead. Move on.
A friend of mine, when his relationships were getting too serious, used to leave his herpes medication lying around.
Friend of yours, was it?
Yeah, friend of mine.
Yeah, you can laugh. I fucked him earlier.
Not you, it's me, or... It's
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
OK, I'll take it then.
Yes, the best way to break up with someone is to blame yourself. I couldn't find the words to break up with my last girlfriend. There was nothing in the phrase book. In the end, I went with me not love you long time. Best way to discourage burglars.
What I do, I put a nude picture of me in the window. But from behind, so I'm looking over my shoulder like that, going... and it just says, come in.
Parma ham. I just put Parma ham out, because people are easily distracted. You come in thinking, right, I want a DVD. Hey, up, there's some ham there.
You could lace the Parma ham or something.
Bit of mozzarella.
A lot of burglars are junkies, aren't they? So what I think would be a good thing to do is fill your front garden full of gnomes dressed as policemen. They go, whoa, what's going on there? It's a bit freaky, I'm not going in there.
OK, best way to discourage burglars.
A dog.
That's a crazy answer.
Yeah.
Dog? That's mental.
Beware of the dog sign is number 9 on our list.
That only works for cat burglars, though.
Good night, Amstell.
Oh, no, we've had a call in from the 2 Ronnies. They want it back. What do you think the best way to do?
The burglar alarm?
No, that's number 4. Alun, Cochrane?
Is it a moat? Is number 1 a moat? The best way to discourage burglars is a moat.
I don't know if you can say moat properly. I'm guessing that you're trying to say moat, but you're saying moat. like a goldfish that's got learning difficulties.
Shall I say it like you say it?
Yeah.
All right. Moat.
No. OK, it's meant to fool the burglars.
Lights on?
Yeah, lights on. I was about to
is the
say
right
lights
answer.
on.
The best way to discourage burglars is leaving the lights on. If you've broken into a house and you're watching this because they've left the telly on, why don't you do a poo in the living room? Best way to make someone cry.
I've done a couple of... I like practical jokes. I've done a couple that have gone wrong and upset people. And when I was 17, like, my mum's a bit OCD and would always check where I am. She phoned my mobile and my friend answered it. I'd set this up. And he answered the phone and went, hello, who is this? We found this phone in the wreckage.
Oh, Jesus. Good joke, though, right, guys?
I thought I was bad. Sometimes I don't tell my kids how hot the food is. No, it's not hot. Eat it.
Jon, have you ever cried?
He's a Leeds fan.
Yes, I am. I don't cry about football, though. There's so much real tragedy in my life. Just sort of do it on my own. I just think crying's like masturbating. You've got to get it out of your system every now and again. So just every now and again, I'll just take a night off, drink up 2 bottles of red wine, and just, right, let's fucking do this. Go and stare in the mirror till it happens.
Are we talking about crying or masturbation now? Stare in the mirror until it happens. Jesus, Jon. Get the internet. It's not that expensive. OK, best way to make someone cry.
You know when you're really hungover and then they show the snowman? That really hits you right between the eyes.
Yeah. I'll tell you a really good way to make someone cry. This is a brilliant way. Is dress up as their dead grandmother. and then you say, haven't you grown since I died? Oh, haven't you grown? Oh, come on, what's the matter? Don't cry, you used to love me. Come on, give Nana a kiss.
Do you think they're crying at the Nana thing? Or do you think they're just crying, Sean Locke's had a breakdown, I liked him?
What do you think? What do you think the answer might be, Alex?
Nipple twisters.
You know what, Alex? That's probably why she left you.
I've only got one nipple.
They were big twisters.
She's only got one. Hang on. A little bit of showbiz gossip, interestingly. She's only got...
No. Me.
You've only got one nipple?
Yeah.
How come you've only got one nipple?
Got punched off.
I think I speak on behalf of everyone in this room when I say I'd very much like to see that. So what, a nipple?
One good nipple.
One, OK.
One ripped off nipple.
Oh, no, that has been punched off. That's my favourite thing that has ever happened on this show. Sean going... Yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah, just checking out fella's nipple. What's the matter with that? Most normal thing in the world. Something you do for pleasure, but it doesn't make you cry.
Is it making love the way I do it?
Sobbing. I will give you a clue. It involves eating popcorn.
Watching sad films.
That is exactly the right answer. Best way to mend a broken heart.
Kill again.
What you do is you take your passport, go to the airport, you get on the first flight, you arrive in Leeds, you phone up and you go, "Ha! I'm in Leeds! Yeah! Dream on, baby." You start again. If I can make it here, I can make it anywhere.
Best way to mend a broken heart.
Eat cholesterol-lowering foods.
No.
It's a practical survival guide.
Is it eat trifle with your hands?
Can I ask, in all seriousness, have you eaten trifle with your hands?
Yeah.
How is it better than with cutlery?
There wasn't any cutlery. It wasn't by choice, John.
How is there trifle and not cutlery? What world do you...
They'd got one, and I couldn't wait till I got in. I got the most of it in.
There must be a point when you've kind of had enough and you're just covered in trifle and you've got half a trifle left. You think,
oh no.
In the old days, someone to get over a broken heart would join the Foreign Legion to forget.
Yes.
And I had split up with someone once. I wasn't that fussed, so I just became a community support officer. To forget, Brian.
Is it have sex with a much younger man? Just guessing.
I tried that and if anything, it made it worse.
I'll give you a clue. You were quite close with the going to Leeds thing.
Find yourself, like, gap year, travelling, backpacking.
I'll give you that. Near enough, yes. Yes, the best way to mend a broken heart is to go on holiday. I remember I was heartbroken after my relationship with Keira Knightley ended. I guess it was my fault, because I was seeing Halle Berry behind Keira's back, and the stress of keeping both those relationships from Megan Fox got too much for me. So I went away on a little holiday, which my family booked for me, using 2 doctors and a magistrate. What's the best way to impress a woman? A feat of strength or a grand romantic gesture? What do you think they said?
Bit of both, innit?
Yeah.
Carry a woman up a mountain at sunset and then do her on it. Ladies.
Ah, the romance of being done on a mountain.
My friend was actually proposed to like that. They were on
Well, she was being done on a mountain.
I think he said, "Oh, Laura, I've got something to ask you," and she said, "No, Dave, not here." And then he actually proposed. Yeah.
Why would you marry a man who, when he says something like that, you naturally assume he means doing it? baffles me, the men that have got wives. Just...
How long have you been single there, John?
Well, 8 years. What's the relationship status of my team?
Single for about 8 years also. We're really killing it.
Good strong wrist.
Yeah.
I'm in a relationship, practically married for 8 years. Even stronger wrist.
How did you woo your other half? Was it a romantic gesture or was it...
Woo?
Well, you know the way you woo a woman.
Like in the 30s?
You might get a feat of strength. You might say... You might do something that's, like, impressive to women. Involving...
Right.
Look, I'll look. You want a pickled onion? Give those to Sean.
Give them to me.
There you go. You can, but that's the traditional way to impress a woman. Is that it's a feat of strength. It's like a. It's like. Just open it. It's just been opened, Sean.
Yeah, it's a trick, isn't it? No, it hasn't. I can't open it.
Give them to Daniel. He'll do it.
It's glued up. You've glued it up.
I haven't.
You have.
Why would I do that? It's easy. Just twist it. You just twist. Twist the top. So a feat of strength or a romantic gesture. What would woo you?
It's got to be a romantic gesture, hasn't it?
So what kind of romantic gesture?
I'd say something like this.
What about something like this? Sort of like mating, kind of. Is that sexy?
My dad's lost the romance for my mum over the years, and when she was pregnant, I was 3 years old when my mum was diagnosed with my sister, and when she was 7 months pregnant, my dad's a lovely guy, but he just snapped him. She's like, you don't do anything around the house anymore. I'm doing everything. I do the hoovering, doing the cooking, doing it. I've got this one to take care of. Can you just help me? Some things I can't do, like I can no longer do the dishes. I physically can no longer do the dishes. Then the next day when my mum went to work, my dad spent the day welding a semicircle into the sink. So she could get the
So I need an answer on this, John. What do you think?
People will say romance, won't they?
I reckon.
I think romance.
What would you go with?
It's got to be romance.
Yeah, romance.
OK, I can tell you, we asked our studio audience what was the best way to impress a woman, and they said the best way was a romantic gesture. My ex-girlfriend was quite a big girl, so often I'd combine a feat of strength with a romantic gesture by letting her go on top. Best way to spot a liar.
Big wooden nose.
Pants on fire?
So his pants are not on fire. He does not have a big wooden nose. What is the best way to spot a liar?
I can always tell if someone's lying if they go, right, Joe, you look well.
I don't know about looking well. You look like everyone from Guess Who.
Is there an actual truth serum, or is that like a Harry Potter thing? In all honesty, can you actually, like, is there a serum? Like, is it?
Yeah,
like,
it's called Bacardi.
not even.
What's that, Lambrini?
That's gone up in price recently.
What's gone up in price?
It used to be 89p, and I think it's about £2.30 now.
Most people know the price of milk.
Is it if they give you flowers afterwards?
She was just a girl from the office.
I think if you go to a pub 2 days running and the same man is sat in the same chair at the bar, he's definitely full of shit. Any man who ever tells you had trials for, insert name of football club. Every man over 50 has had trials at a football club, and it's as if in the 50s they all just went, let's try everyone. Get everyone in, someone will be brilliant.
It's more about how they tell their story.
They go like that and go, well, the other day, I went to the moon.
Like a weird
voodoo. Loony, they go.
Yeah, like a voodoo priest. That's how they tell.
It's like a funeral in New Orleans.
I tell you a story.
Is that how it's felt?
I think eye contact could be the answer, Jimmy.
There's no way.
Is it when people give too much detail?
It's not too much detail. I'll tell you the answer. The best way to spot a liar is that they keep changing their story. Best way to patronise someone.
Is it to ask them if they know what patronise means?
I always find the words, hey guys, do the trick. Especially on a note. You're leaving a note out, just wanna, hey guys. I think it's best we wash our own mugs after...
That is a note that you've written.
Exactly, yeah. It's a note I've written several times because people never learn. Tried physical violence and they move out. If you see anyone moving around with 4 little dots on their head, they've had what I call the fork lesson.
Best way to patronise someone, what do you think? Because people often think doctors are a little bit patronising.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
He nailed that!
You know, in restaurants, they're sommeliers, and it's part of their job is to be patronising. Going, well, I think I can recommend probably you might choose or be in your price bracket. This wine, sir. Whenever they do that, I always do the same thing. After they've said, I recommend this wine, I go, thank you very much. And then I go, go on, run along.
Can I ask what a sommelier is? Because they don't have them in Nando's.
Somalian.
I thought you said Somalian at first. I just have pop and that, so that's why that hasn't come up.
Pop.
Pop.
You don't have a pop melier?
Pop melier. No.
Can I suggest the 7-Up with the the family bucket?
OK, so best way to patronise someone. I'll give you a clue. It suggests they're stupid.
Talk slowly to them.
Talk slowly is second. It implies you know more than they do.
I know more than you.
No, it's much more on the nose rude.
Okay. Go fuck yourself, a-hole. Yeah.
I will tell you. The best way to patronise someone is to say, you wouldn't understand.
Ah, OK.
When you patronise someone, you talk down to them nicely, whereas condescension can be quite rude. You got that, fuckwits? Best way to compliment a woman.
Rule number 1, never through a letterbox. Great tits!
I think the best way to compliment a woman is offer her... would you say to her, would you like to deliver the final blow to the otter?
I've stunned it. It's not going anywhere.
Would you like... Yeah, madame, the coup de grace. The coup de grace, would you like to finish off the otter? She goes, bang, the otter's dead.
I've got a girlfriend, so we don't really do compliments anymore. It's more reassurance, isn't it? Well, she worries, well, because I go, like, do a lot of gigs around the country. She worries about me, like, sort of playing away, because a lot of late nights and a lot of drinking and stuff. But, like, and I try and reassure her with the classic Paul Newman quote, and I say to her, look, why'd I go out and have a burger when I got steak at home? But the problem is, when you're pissed, burgers are well nice. Do you know what I mean?
A very good way to compliment if you're in a long-term relationship is always wake up before your partner or your wife, right? So when she wakes up, you're just staring at her. They love that. So she wakes up like that, and then you're just there going... Did you have a good night's sleep?
It's difficult when you inherently sound sarcastic. But even if I mean it, you go, oh, you look nice.
I'll tell you what, look, John, just for the sake of just genuine. I mean, Rachel, you look lovely this evening, but genuinely, John, look at Rachel in the eyes and tell her she looks nice this evening. Just genuinely see if you can do it. She's a beautiful woman. Tell her she's a beautiful woman, John.
You're very...
No, John, just take a minute, John. Take a minute, just focus.
The memory bank.
Just tell her how she thinks...
There's so many women at home that will be quite excited about it.
You're a very beautiful lady.
That's honestly, you're happy with that? That's the best you could...
I mean, it's not the sort of arena I'd planned for it to happen in, to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? I'm a whiner, I'm a diner. I'm a fucking whiner, I'll say that. Why is there not a round on how to compliment a man? I got needs. Why don't you look me in the eye and tell me I'm amazing?
Well, after I went to see your stand-up show, I cleaned my house a bit more.
That's the most depressing compliment I've ever had. I came to see you do the thing you're good at, you know, then when you show off in front of the women. I went home and I tell you what, I scrubbed that skirting board.
David, how do you compliment a woman?
I would probably just say you look like you should have been on Baywatch.
Oh. Even I'm melting. So, best way to compliment a woman?
You've lost weight?
It's not that?
I'd fuck your mother.
Tell her she's pretty.
That's the right answer, yes. Best way for a man to show his sensitive side?
Cry during sex.
I can't bear men that cry.
You can't bear men that cry?
No, I can't bear it.
There are only 2 times when it is acceptable for a man to cry in public, and that is when your team gets relegated and when your family gets killed on the day your team gets relegated.
I bet you don't cry a lot. You're a proper
I
man.
knew you were going to say that. I do sometimes cry when bad things happen, yeah.
Like the mug in the cupboard's not quite right for you.
The handle's facing the wrong way, I don't like it.
I like it when the handle's moved. When the handle's moved, that means I've had visitors. Let me see if I can still smell them on it. People don't like sensitive men, do they? Women don't, do they?
No, not really, I don't think.
Supposed to say like, oh yeah, everyone's dead. Lol.
Well, what do you think? How did
you played a pregnant man recently, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
You played. How did it pan out in the end? Did it all work out well with you?
I got postnatal depression.
After the reviews?
OK, best way for a man to show his sensitive side?
Is it talk about your feelings?
That's exactly the right answer.
Right.
Yes, the best way for a man to show his sensitive side is for him to talk about his feelings. I find it difficult to show my sensitive side because it's the area between my balls and my anus. I consider myself a metrosexual, by which I mean I try and hide my erection with a free newspaper. Best way to start a conversation in a bar?
Is that a gun in your pocket, or is your penis shaped like a gun?
We go to the same bar.
But if I wanted to chat in a bar, I would take a friend whose opinions I respected. I wouldn't sidle up to an
I can see the flaw in that plan. John, imagine you were in a bar with Rachel. How would you start a conversation?
Where'd you get all those bags of ham? I can't believe we're finally talking. I've been following you for fucking years.
What are you doing there, out of interest?
Just driving an old-fashioned tram. Forklift. John's in a forklift. She's in Lidl. He's stacking the shelves in Lidl.
So, Rachel, presumably before you got married, you were in bars picking up dudes. How would you...
I always talk to people with dogs. Because if you want to cuddle the dog, you generally have to ask, don't you?
It's amazing how much people would talk to you if you throw beer in a dog's face. They'll talk quite loud to you. If you just throw a pint of beer in a dog's face, people start talking to you. First they say, what's it doing?
And then you say, conversation starter.
Yeah. Fancy the chat. And they say, fancy the chat. And I think there's something wrong with the taps in here. Barman, you need to change the barrel. And then you're off, everybody's chatting.
Shall we call the police? Shall we get help?
Usually the conversation is, I'm blind and now my dog is drunk. Brilliant.
Yeah. If you're talking about something and you say, you mention, like, their mother and they go, my mother's dead, you go, oh, just... beer in the dog's face.
And then that's forgone.
That's
the awkwardness over the mother, that's forgone. Why did you put the beer in a dog's face?
You talk about something really awkward, just go... Or you just... I lie, I tell lies. I'll go at someone and go, I wrote the Birdie song. Not all of it, I didn't write all of it. I got stuck on diddle-diddle. I got this guy in, this top songwriter in. He used to work with all the greats, and he came up with a do bit. So I gave him 40%. And then, within a minute, everyone's chatting, and you get bored, you throw a beer in a dog's face.
OK, best way to start a conversation in a bar?
You buy them a drink.
Well, offer to buy a drink is number 2.
What are the other things
Are you
people
on
say?
your own?
What's number 5?
OK, so...
Tell me number 5, Jimmy!
Ask to borrow a lighter. Good way to start a conversation.
Can I borrow your lighter?
Yeah, not like that, Sean.
Well, there's loud music playing in the pub. I have to shout. Bloody loud music in here. Can I borrow your lighter? I said lighter, you stupid prick!
I'll give you a clue. It would make them feel good.
You look lovely.
That is the right answer. Well, yes, the best way to start a conversation in a bar is to pay someone a compliment. Also on the list is buy a bottle of champagne, which for viewers in Scotland is a kind of sparkling wine made from grapes. They're a type of fruit. It's a type of food.